Alright guys, I'm hopping on here just to chat for a little bit. Just to kind of update on what's going on, because some people have been hitting me up and asking me questions, and I feel like it's not a bad idea to climb on here and talk to you guys. And I have been doing some research, been kind of trying to take it easy for the holiday weekend. Hopefully everybody enjoyed some time off. But there's also some stuff going on energetically, and so we probably should chat about that, maybe a little bit. I don't know. We had the full moon on Sunday into Monday, and obviously it hit Monday harder than it had on Sunday. So Monday was the full moon in Capricorn. That slowly is moving out, but from the 3rd to the 8th, the 3rd to the 7th, we are in the Sirius gateway. So Sirius is a star, actually shines at nighttime, but it is, I'm trying to remember, it is like, I can't think of the exact number, but it's way brighter than our sun. And so the sun is the ego, right? The sun is our expression of ourselves. The sun is our heart. The sun is like our physical self being shown outwards, like our expression, our strength, our courage, things like that. It correlates with our solar plexus. And Sirius is the spiritual sun. So in lots of tradition in Egyptian times, they would pray to the sun. There was actually a deity that was present with the sun too. We won't go into that. But what I will tell you is that there's a lot of ascension symptoms going on right now. Whether you believe them or not, doesn't make any difference. We're energetic beings. It's going to happen. There's nothing we can do about it. I guess you could try and do something about it and try and blame it on this or try and blame it on that. But when it comes down to it, energetically, it is affecting us on an internal level, on an energetic level. DNA upgrades. We've talked about that before without going into the conspiracy aspect of it and the craziness of it. We've talked about the body crystallining itself, the meridians and stuff transforming and getting stronger and brighter and all the things. And you're all presently going through that. You're seeing, and you got to remember too that Pluto's in retrograde right now. Pluto is the planet of death and rebirth, guys, and all of these things are being tested. Shit's breaking down. Relationships are falling apart. Careers are ending. Deaths. Like, there's so much going on. And what I will tell you is that hold on to your seats, because this goes on until October. And in October, Sirius, it's playing right now, and it's doing some stuff right now, but this goes on from July till October. And then in October, there's something that goes on with Sirius again. I think it's the star shines the brightest in the nighttime sky the whole month of October. Now, I don't believe in coincidence, so I'll just throw it out there. But if it's a spiritual star, it's the spiritual sun, it's the spiritual star. And we know what October is. We know that the realms shift, that the veil drops, like all the things that go on, right? It's all correlates together, and it's all very symbolic and very significant together. Pluto being at home in October, it's going to be in retrograde at that time. That's definitely going to play a huge role. And if I remember right, it goes direct in January. I think it goes direct in January, if I remember right. Or it goes direct, strike that. It goes direct in October, and then it shifts back out into another retrograde, and then it so it goes direct in October, then it goes retrograde again in January, and then it stays there for until 2043. Yes. And it will stay retrograde in Aquarius until 2043. So I did a video on that. You can try and find it. I've been trying to load these on my YouTube page for those that want to follow the YouTube page, that want to see these. I did not know how much of an impact these make on people. Because literally I'm just researching and I'm talking about passion, things that I'm very passionate about, and I didn't really think it was really affecting people that much or helping them or anything. And so I am honored to be able to do these videos for you guys, and thank you for those who pay attention and listen and watch. Because honestly, it's just, I never really thought about doing this. I literally was not going to. I was, I don't know. When I first started doing these, it was kind of uncomfortable and weird and all the things. And now it's not. Now it's pretty easy for me to do these, and pretty easy for me to get on here and blab and talk and run my fingers through my hair and all the things. So, I will say that a lot of the things that you guys are feeling right now are 100% normal. There is a lot of shifts and ascension symptoms. I've heard a lot about anxiety. I've heard a lot about tightness. I've heard a lot about not being able to breathe. I've heard a lot about your sciatic muscles hurting. I've heard a lot headaches, shoulder pain. Like, I've heard a lot about a lot of these different things, and a lot of that is ascension symptoms. I posted a thing the other day, and somebody, like, multiple people hit me up and was like, oh my gosh, you know, what's going on? Why is this happening? Like, what do I do? Yada, yada, yada. And I have no issue talking about it, or y'all just coming in and hanging out, or doing a session if you want to. Like, you know, I'm there to help however I can help. I don't have a filter, and I don't have a curtain that I put over me anymore, because I just don't care. Most people know who I am. They know what I'm about. They know what I do, and awesome. And if you don't, that's okay too. I got off on a tangent there for a minute, whatever. But for the most part, yes, these are ascension symptoms, and they are being projected. They're being opened. They're being amplified. Thank you. They're being amplified by Sirius. They're being amplified by that star. The energy from the star radiates down into Earth in July. It amplifies the energy of everything around us. It starts opening a portal to fall and all the things. Like, everything has a reason and has its purpose. And nature 100% is very purposeful with everything that it does. And so even with this, same thing. And so why I feel like I needed to hop on here, I don't know. Like, I know I haven't updated you guys for a while. I will tell you that we just went through the Capricorn full moon. That could have caused a lot of purging. That could have caused a lot of, like, sloughing off, getting rid of, like, matrixy type stuff. So jobs, relationships, positions, authority, things that you might feel like you're tied down to or bound to. Things like that are just shifting out right now. That Capricorn full moon could have caused an overhaul. It should have caused an overhaul. We have a new moon in Cancer that's moving in mid-July. So like July 12th or 13th, we have a new moon in Cancer. That's pretty pivotal too. But today the sun is in Gemini. No, sorry. Wow. No, way off. Cancer. Yeah. Yes. The sun is in Cancer. The moon is in Aquarius for the next 2 days. So that's not bad energy, but definitely you're going to feel it. You're going to notice it. You may feel like you just want to bawl your eyes out and not just feel that way, but actually do it, because Cancers are very emotional. Cancers hold on to a lot of emotion, and let it happen. Let it happen. That's what I'll say. Confirmation on the clock, and also with the message that I just received from somebody. A lot of people are struggling right now. A lot of people are setting their boundaries. And a lot of people are emotionally going to feel this physically. They're going to feel it to their core. And that's okay. You have to. You need to. There is a lot of healing that is coming from this. There is a lot of ancestral healing that is coming from Sirius cascading its energy into Earth right now. And so accept those ascension symptoms. Accept those different things that you're going through, because you want to come out on the other side of it. You don't want to ignore it or push it away or say it'll get better later, or you know what, I don't have to deal with this right. No, you want to deal with it right now, especially with us being in Cancer and Aquarius the next 2 days. Cancer and Aquarius can play very well together. Aquarius is the water bearer. Aquarius holds on to those emotions. It softens those emotions. You have the Star card in the tarot, and that literally is what that is it's Aquarius. It's at home in Aquarius. And the Star, if I remember right, don't quote me on it, but if I remember right, the Star is Sirius, I think. Don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure that's what I'm being told, and I'm pretty sure that that's the case. Anyways, though, in that card, you can see the water, the woman that's naked, that's standing in the water, and the pitcher that she's dipping into. That water represents emotions. That water represents our intuition. That is what we're feeling right now. I wish I had my cards, but I don't. They're down at my practice. They're down at the store. But if you have a chance, look at the Star card. Whether you believe in it or not, look at the Star card. Because what you'll find is that it's very symbolic of the energy that we're in right now. Even though it's Aquarius, the moon is in Aquarius today and tomorrow, and Cancer, the sun is in Cancer. So very symbolic of that energy right now. So either look up the Star card, read about it, or just listen to this and go by this, because, you know, you can intuitively look at those cards too. You don't have to necessarily go by what they were, you know, the guide or the rules that they were created for. You don't have to do that either. But look at the picture and see it. And it's a woman who is dipping a pitcher down into that stream. She's dipping it down into her intuition. She's dipping it down into that knowledge, that soul, that core knowledge that she has. She's dipping it down into pull up the water. And that is what we're in right now, is this Cancer Aquarius energy. Cancer being pouring the emotions out, just letting them run out. And the Aquarius moon coming in and dipping them out and trying to help us balance in them. And so take advantage of that the next couple days. Take advantage of the Capricorn shifting it forward, saying, you know what, this has got to happen. We don't have a choice. And basically purging it out of your life, moving it out. Allow it to happen. Allow yourself to physically feel these emotions. Sorry, H2O. Allow yourself to physically feel these emotions, and allow Sirius, that spiritual star, the spiritual sun, to come in and to highlight and amplify anything that is in there that doesn't need to be there anymore. Because we are upgrading, folks. We are moving forward. And until we accept that we are energetic beings, that we to our core are energetically connected spiritually to the heavens above, and as above, so below, until we realize that, shit's gonna keep being shit. Accept it as it is. Learn the lessons, accept it, and move the F forward. The sooner you do, the sooner that you can be in that Aquarius energy. You can be in that energy where you are able to dip those emotions out of the water using your intuition or somebody else's emotions, and being able to bear those for somebody else, to be able to let them go, release them. That does not mean to hold on to them and to make them toxic for yourself. That means to be able to transmute them. That means to be able to learn from those emotions that are shown to you. There's different things that are being shown to you, which is what Sirius is doing right now. Sirius is showing us these different things. It's showing us the collective energy, and it's highlighting it, it's amplifying it, it's letting us feel it at a different level. So for those that have been working on the esoteric work, for those that have been working in these different things, those things are being highlighted right now. And it's kind of a it's like a shitter get off the pot type of feel, in a way. But then again, there's the aspect of, okay, can we handle this? have we worked through our emotions and healed them to be able to be where we need to be? We're all healers. We're all light beings. I don't like titles, but it is what it is. It was a gift that was given to us, and we should flip and use it. So, once again, I'm going to go over it one more time, and then I'm going to be done with my rant. I'm going to be done with this TED Talk, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so Sun is in Cancer. Sun is in Cancer until about the 22nd. Then it moves into Leo. And then that's when our heart is supposed to be open. So right now, those things aren't working for us. Those things that we don't need anymore. Capricorn is shoving it out. It's like the Capricorn full moon literally was showing us we deserve better. We don't need this. But instead of doing it in an emotional standpoint, because Capricorns usually aren't very, well, they're emotional, but it's different. I'm not even going to go there. But instead of looking at it as we would with emotions, Capricorn is basically doing it on a material level. It is saying, okay, this doesn't work for us. Get it out. Okay, this needs to be scheduled. Get it out. Okay, this needs to be organized. Get it out. Like, that is what the Capricorn full moon did, was to show us where we're at, to show us what we want to move into, to show us what we want, what we don't want. A lot of highlighting of that stuff, okay? And so that's why this is overhauled. That's why all of this is being lifted up and moved out right now. For those of you that had been doing the work and some people have reached out to me and have legit said, I felt this like a week or two prior. Okay, well, the reason you're feeling it a week or two prior is because you're doing the work. Once we start connecting to ourselves on a spiritual and on an energetic level, we feel things before it even gets into our existence. That is what the idea of manifesting is. That is what the idea of manifesting and the idea of creating. That's when people hit me up all the time, they ask me, what's manifesting? Like, how do you manifest? How do you make these things happen? Because it's already in your experience. It's already, well, okay, let me take that back. It's already in your awareness. It's on that line of you seeking it, of you being able to reach it. And the only thing you have to do is know you have it. And then once you know you have it, then boom, it's yours. Because physically it's tangible now. It's physically tangible. It's 100% able for you to have it. It's the same idea that if we have something we don't want, all we got to do is let it go. All we got to do is be like, you know what? I don't want this. I don't want to be sick. I don't want this job anymore. I don't want this marriage anymore. And if we really don't want it, it'll fall out of our lives. We just have to let go. Most people won't let go because they want control, because there's safety in it. There's comfort in it, right? Like, I've had this job for 15 years and I don't know what else I'll do. I don't want it anymore. Okay, you say you don't want it anymore, but do you really feel it? Do you really feel it to your core that you don't want it anymore? Or are you just saying you don't want it anymore because it doesn't work for you, it's not the right amount of money, you don't like the schedule, but do you still hold on to it because you think you have to have it because of the money? Because you think it's the only thing you can do. You don't want to deal with having to find another job. You don't want to just let go and let God have control, or let go and just let nature take its course. That's another phrase that we have that 100% kind of means the same thing as letting go and letting God have it. Because nature has seasons. Nature is nature, and it's created by source. It's created by the divine. It's created by higher realm, right? So it's automatically going to shift as it should. Once we let go of control and we just say, you know what, no more. Like, truly, I don't want this job. Truly, I don't want this life. Truly, I don't want this partner. Truly, I don't, like, once you know in your heart that you don't want it anymore, it fades away. And that's what Capricorn was doing. Capricorn was basically highlighting that for us to go, not on an intuitive level, but to-do list level, conscious level. consciousness, not subconscious, conscious. It was going, okay, this is what we're doing. Okay, we don't want this anymore. Okay, this isn't happening. And so physically, because Capricorn lives more in a physical standpoint than they do in a spiritual standpoint, Capricorn is really good at all the physical aspects of everything, the matrix of everything. And so it looks at it and it goes, well, I don't got to feel the emotions behind it. Well, I don't got to feel the feelings behind it because I just don't want it anymore. Because screw it, I just don't want to do it anymore. And so then it puts the structure there, the organization, the structure. It says boom, boom, boom. It's like the pillars falling. It literally, that's what it's doing. That's what it did. So you're feeling the after effects of that, guys. And then, of course, we have Aquarius that comes in to do the overhaul. Aquarius comes in and goes, you know what? Y'all felt that a couple days ago. Y'all did this a couple days ago. Let me take it for you. Let me take that picture, put it in the water. Either use my intuition or use my sovereignty, use my my servitude, and pull it up out of there for you. So that way you don't have to deal with it anymore. And so that's what the moon's doing the next couple days. But then on top of that, you also have Sirius. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but you also have Sirius, the spiritual star, that is illuminating things and highlighting it for you too. And it's also creating light codes. It's amplification, DNA upgrades, like all of the things, from sore throat to maybe getting sick to really tired, achy joints, all the things. I think I posted about it. Headaches, especially with Sirius downloading into us right now. You're going to feel a lot of pressure here. Here, shoulders will be big. Even your wing chakras, that's another video for another day. Even those could be opening up and igniting. But all of these upper energy centers. So heart, which we're going to be moving into on July 22nd, but your heart, your throat, your brow, your crown, and, your soul star chakra, like all of those are being amplified right now because, once again, energies from that star are channeling down through your existence, are channeling down through your energetic centers, and they are highlighting them and amplifying them. So here we go again, folks, but you may feel itchy, you may feel off, you may feel foggy, you may feel, I'm not even going to go there. You may feel all of these different things that are upgrades, they're activations. Now, okay, I'm going to go there for a minute because I just don't care. There's a lot of stuff that's going on behind the scenes right now. We know that. We 100% know that. We know election season's coming up. We know a lot of the different things that have been going on. Separation and segregation they're playing into again. Lord, what else could they could possibly be playing into? You have the fog and the smog that we had last week, which really jacked people up energetically. It was really causing a lot of confusion in their energetic bands. When I work with people and I work with their auras, I work with their energetic frequency, I work with their soul band, whatever you want to call it. Energy is supposed to flow like water. We've talked about that. 85 to 90% water. So your energetic meridian should flow like water. And if there's a blockage, it stops, right? The water gets stopped like it's a boulder or a rock that stops it, right? But then there's also the other aspect of it where was I going with this? They had me going somewhere with this and then I lost it. I'll catch it here in a minute. Okay, thank you. So all that stuff that went down last week, which we know is way more than just wildfires. We know that there's way more involved than just wildfires. Wildfires don't smell like glue. They don't smell like chemicals unless they're putting that stuff on the forests and then burning them on purpose. That's a whole other story. Or is it something else? But what I will tell you is I thought it was really odd Thought it was really odd that planes and stuff were having issues. And that was when they were upgrading the 5G yet again. And then prior to that, we had all of the smoke and the smog. People couldn't breathe. People with asthma were having issues. Some people were close to dying from it. Way more to it, folks. And then let's not even talk about the fact that not even a week later, let's see, that went down, that would have been on the 3rd. So it would have been last Tuesday or Wednesday when that went down. Last Tuesday, because we closed a little bit early. So it would have been last Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday, we felt the effects of it. Friday, it kind of started clearing up, right? Saturday, it was somewhat cleared up. And then, let's see, the 3rd would have been on Sunday. So Sunday was when Sirius really started amplifying energy down here, the very beginning of July. And it'll go on for the whole month. I'm just saying, if we were trying to shut people's DNA down, if we were trying to shut people's awareness down, if we were trying to shut people's intuition down, what's going to mess with energy? Oh, wait, huge towers that throw out frequencies and throw out different amplification. Well, that would 100% jack up energy, right? And then let's add in whatever they decided to add in with the smog and everything. Well, that's going to jack up energy too. And that is what I saw Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and even a little bit on Saturday. We closed early on Saturday, but even a little bit on Saturday, people that were coming in and people that you were seeing were just very confused. Like, I don't mean necessarily they were physically showing it on their outside, but inside there was a lot of confusion around them. Their soul band, their meridians, their energetic channels, like all of those things were a hot mess. Like, and then of course that projects out of them too, right? Like the anger, the rage, and it wasn't necessarily sadness per se. It was more anger. It was more confusion. It was more, I don't even know how to describe it, disgust. And then the amplification, and there's, I'm not even going to go into all of it because it's very controversial, but you see what I'm saying? You know where I'm going with this. If you want more info, go back. Go back to the beginning of July. Hell, go back to mid-June and then work your way forward to present moment and tell me about the different things that have went down within that last month and a half. And then everything else that's kind of shifted. And then now, we'll go figure. Now we have this big astrological thing that's going on. We've had solar flares out the butt like crazy, which causes amplification. It causes upgrades. And they can't stop it. They can't slow it down. Well, they're wanting to try, right? That's why they're wanting to shut the sun down. They're wanting to make it to where we don't get the sun as much, right? Because that's global warming and all of the physical man things, whatever. It's all connected. And what I will say is, and I didn't even want to go on this rant, but I haven't been on here for a while, so let me get on here and look like a total buffoon. It's good. I don't really care. What I will say is that you guys are going through a lot of upgrades right now, and there probably is a lot of downloads that you're getting that you may not understand, and that is okay. That's okay. Just sit with it. Allow yourself to sit with it. Allow those things that physically need to be purged, whether it be a job, a relationship, whatever it is. Don't fight it. If it's something that's not worked for a really long time, and it's something that just really wants to get the F out of your experience, let it happen. Stop trying to control it. Stop trying to hold on to something that is not meant to be yours anymore. The more you hold on to it, the more miserable you're going to be. And as soon as you allow yourself to understand that you are an energetic being and that you feel these things and you see these things and we connect, as soon as you do that, and as soon as you clear this, those things will align to you again. That's what this energy is doing. This energy is coming in and doing an overhaul. So that when we hit Leo season on the 22nd of July, when we hit confirmation from the thunder, thank you. When we hit Leo season, we're going to be able to love again. We're going to be able to be what we want to be again. Be passionate, be genuine, be loyal. We're going to be able to do all those things if this is clear. If this isn't clear, and this isn't open, and this isn't healed, then you're not going to have those things in Leo season. And if we would fall in alignment with nature and astrology, you would find that things move and go so much easier for us. So, all right, guys, I'm going to hop off here. Yeah, I'm not going to go into all the store details or anything because I don't want to load you down with that and bog you down with it. It is what it is. Once we get everything going, with our new friends, I will let you know, and you should stop in and say hey. Until then, though, I'm not going to announce it, because I'm just not going to announce it. I just don't, you know what, I don't need that negativity and that toxic BS being projected towards me. So, what I will tell you is that we are in the process of putting a pond together that will be in the store, for people to see when they come in and visit and have tea and visit. And did I say visit? I think I said visit. But yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off here. Just allow yourself to accept it. Allow yourself to feel it. And I'll do a check-in with you guys maybe tomorrow. All right, talk to you later. Love you guys. Bye.